For week 11, I want us to jump over the Rocky Mountains into the Great Basin, where terrain changes from the relatively flat terrain of the plains to what's referred to as basin and range, alternating basins and ranges all the way from the Rocky Mountains out to California. It's kind of hard to figure out how many basins and ranges there are because they're kind of jumbled up, but I've attempted to count them from time to time. And I think that there must be about 20 ups and downs, and each of those ups and downs is going to act like a rain catcher. The rains come in from the west. As they rise up the western sides of those hills, those mountains are going to get wet. It's going to rain, then it's going to be dry on the east side and in the valley below. Some of them are extremely dry. I've walked and worked in some of those extremely dry, sandy valleys. People in the west are actually, we're going to focus on three groups, but two of them that give us the most extreme of these groups are the Patwin, who live in California, near what is now San Francisco. They lived on the rainy side of the mountains. They had a very rich, complex culture with class distinctions, much like the Southeast. They had a very different subsistence regime. They lived mostly on hickory nuts, which required a lot of work to prepare them to make them edible. And then we'll look at the Shoshone on the dry side of the mountain, who probably qualify as much as anybody in North America as people living in the sparsest environments and under conditions that required a lot of them. Certainly required a lot of travel. It's not to say that they went hungry. If you knew what you were doing in the Great Basin, you could live very well, but you had to spend a lot of your time traveling around, gathering up different kinds of food, pinon nuts at a certain time of the year, go antelope hunting at a certain time of the year, maybe go over into the plains to do some bison hunting, go up to the Great Bear Lake to do fishing. All of these things are available, but required walks of sometimes several hundred miles. The Buffalo Plains were 500 miles away. So, ask each other questions and enjoy your learning for this week.